Hello everybody and welcome back to Art a la Carte and another video in our How to Art for Job 101 series. Now before we get into talking about different types of items you can sell as an artist, let me just say if you haven't checked out the previous videos in this series, I highly recommend that you do, specifically the one where I talk about branding your art company name and discussing about whether or not you should sell your originals or not. I'll leave links to the playlist in the description box of this video, or you can just click on the little card right up in the corner there. So, merchandise, stuff that we sell as artists. In this video, I'm talking specifically about non-original stuff, prints and other things that you can create using your art. I'm also not going to be touching on third-party sites like Redbubble or Society6. That would be a totally different video. This is stuff that you personally create and sell, whether it's through an online store, a physical store, or conventions and craft fairs. There is really so many different things that you can do and create using your artwork that there's no way that I possibly could mention it all. So please, if there is something that I don't mention that you do with your art to sell it, put that in the comment section below. Also, if you have any tips or tricks for creating your own merchandise, let us talk about that too. But let me go ahead and share with you the stuff that I currently sell either on my online shop or sell at conventions. The line of merchandise that I use centers around prints, buttons, stickers, charms, bookmarks, posters, cards, coloring packs, and occasionally calendars. In the past, I've also sold homemade plushies, clay charms, Christmas ornaments, customized nativity scenes, homemade pillowcases, and custom Christmas stockings. This lineup of merchandise is what I had when I was first starting out at different craft fairs and holiday fairs and things like that. I would set my table up and just cram all of this stuff onto the table. And it did draw a crowd. People would come because there's a lot of things to look at. But what I found happened is it overwhelmed them. They just didn't know what they were looking at, and pretty soon they would just move on to another table. And at first I was really confused. I wasn't making enough sales. I thought, don't I have enough stuff? But what I noticed is there was a vendor who was right next to me. She was a young teenage girl, and all she sold was prints. Her art was pretty good, and she just had little bins of little card-sized prints, and she sold them like hotcakes. It was because her table was streamlined. She knew the product that she wanted to sell, and she presented it in a clear and precise manner. People, when they came to her table, knew what it was, and they could just go and enjoy trying to find the print design that they wanted. So over the years, I have streamlined my products. I don't do a lot of crafty things. I keep it very focused to 5 or 6 categories of things on my table at most. The next question I get asked a lot is, where do I get the merchandise that I sell? Obviously, the merchandise fairy does not come around to everyone. So there are a few different places that you can get your merchandise. One is you can create it yourself. Merchandise that I specifically create myself are my stickers and my button packs. But with both of those products, I have purchased machines that help me to do that. One is a button maker and 2 is a sticker cutter. But this is where we get into it. To make merchandise, you have to spend money. You have to spend money to make money. While going out and purchasing a button machine or a sticker cutter initially costs a lot of money, in the long run, for me, it's cost effective because I make so many of them. But if you're not sure that button making is going to be something you really want to do a lot, hiring someone to make a small run of buttons for you may be a good route to go, just to test it out to see if your product works in the button form. Then, if it does, you can make the decision to purchase a button making machine. I'm not going to go into the detail about what type of button machine or sticker making machines that I have. If you'd like to find out more about those, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see about making a video for them. A side note to that I've had a lot of people asking about is how to get a really good high quality print. Specifically, if you do traditional art, how do you get that art onto prints? And that comes from getting a really nice, good quality scanner. And I think I have a video talking about the scanner I currently use. If I do, I'll put it as a video link right up in the corner there. I would just suggest to do a bunch of research and read some reviews to find the scanner that best works for you. When you do go and scan in your artwork, you want to set it at a high DPI or dots per inch. For me, I generally scan in at about 600 DPI. That gives me a really crisp and large filed image, which then I can print off in multiple sizes. With that being said, it brings us back to whether or not you want to self-print or send it to a print shop. When I was first starting out, I self-printed. I would purchase the really expensive printer paper, and when orders would come in from my online store, I would print them on demand. But then, after a while, I found a print shop that, if I could order in bulk, which initially is more expensive, but if I could order a bulk set of prints, like 50 prints at a time, they could give me a far superior quality at a much lower cost, so that I could offer my prints at a better price and make a better profit all at the same time. The only bad part about going through a print shop is generally to get a good deal, you have to buy in bulk, which again, you gotta spend money to make money. My tip for that is to build your inventory slowly. I started off with 5 print designs. I got them printed. It cost me about $150 to $200 to get those sets of prints. As I began to sell those prints, any profit I made from those, I would put back into my print fund to then print additional designs, thus building my inventory. After you've been selling for a while, you're going to notice some of your prints become what I call my star performers or my best sellers. But interestingly enough, the top sellers will change from year to year and show to show. So it can be hard to know which prints are going to be your big sellers or not. But since I have to buy them in bulk anyway, I usually have a set of at least 50 prints on hand. It's also very tempting to get a wide variety of sizes, to get the small 4x6s, 5x7s, 8x10s, and poster sizes. And I have found that over the years, by limiting the size available for my prints, really doesn't affect how my sales go. So I offer 2 sizes of prints. I have my poster size prints, which are 11x17, and then I have my smaller prints, which are 5x7s. These 2 sizes seem to be the best popular choice for people wanting to buy art. Some people like large pieces of artwork that they can frame, so the poster size works great for them, while others, like me, have extremely limited wall space, so a 5x7 or smaller is perfect for them. I know this barely scratches the surface on selling things, so make sure to hit the subscribe button. There are still quite a few videos in this series where I'm going to be covering topics like where to sell your art or thoughts on shipping. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and as always, God bless you guys, and we'll see you in another art video. Bye-bye!